Hello, thank you for joining us for our first episode of Our Voice, Our Opinion. Sitting here with my co-host. Who we have with us?
I'm a John Oldstoner.
Jerome Bentley.
Keisha Dorsey.
And Fred Parker.
We are here to have a conversation. We're going to talk about some different topics and we want you to come along with us. Valentine's Day is our first one. We're coming up on it and I'm excited. I'm really excited. Valentine's Day is a wonderful time. We got all the romance and the love and everything. But I was wondering, I was like, do men really get into the whole Valentine's Day? I know you have to, because especially all of you, because you're married. So
but they should want to.
They should want to. So that's my question. Do you really get into it, or are you just sort of drug along?
Crickets.
Right.
No, actually, I think I'm gonna go last on this one because I don't think y'all want to hear my answer right now. So I'm gonna let y'all fellas go first.
No, you got something.
No. Trust me. Y'all want me last? Yeah.
All right. So, drug along. I think that's a strong statement. I don't know about drug along, but it's definitely something that over time you kind of get more adapted to. I think it's not. What?
I was gonna say, I think you kind of get trained to do it. It's kind of it's a
That's
holiday. You go into Walmart, and as soon as they take down all the Christmas stuff, what do they got? Valentine's.
That's right.
And no woman knows you walking past all that stuff. If you happen to go home on February 14th,
Right.
What? Another day. Go ahead.
with
That's
nothing
right.
in your hands,
You're right.
with nothing in your hands,
Right.
You
and
ain't
everybody
wrong.
else has got roses at the house.
That's right.
Is that the same training as like Christmas then? Because Christmas, Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day, what's the difference then if you're trained?
The difference is, to me, that holiday is kind of more of a personal holiday.
Yeah.
I see it more being for the ladies or the wives.
But here's the thing about it. And I know I said I was gonna go last.
Right.
Here's
Change mine.
real talk. This is for everybody on here. What is the concept of Valentine's Day? Like, where did it originate at? Where did it come from? Where did it derive from? Is it something that should be in our system or not? So that's the true question.
Isn't it a pagan holiday?
It's
what
representative of a pagan holiday, yeah.
I mean, what pagan though? What pagan tradition is it? Does it come from? Does it derive from? That's the question. Like,
I really don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know. So why do we keep it? So that's the thing about it. So why is there so much pressure on a person to actually keep this tradition?
Well, see, we didn't know that. We didn't know that.
And that's the question. So what's the tradition? What's the
Tradition makes us keep all the holidays because honestly, if you want to go there, you can honestly trace back a lot of the holidays that we celebrate
That's true.
traditionally to
But
not
right
necessarily
now,
be.
all I want to know is my husband come home with what I need him to come home with? Because here's the thing. The thing about one of the reasons that women get so excited about Valentine's Day, and even if you take Valentine's Day out of the equation, the reason they get so excited about it is because men who are not normally romantic or spend that time or express themselves on that day, usually they know, okay, I need to do
Step it
that.
up.
If you take everything else, or you take the fact that it's Valentine's Day out of the equation, those are the things that get us excited about it. And since we're talking about relationships, that's what we want to talk about.
Oh,
Because
that holiday is to help the man.
You said
Here's the thing about it. It's funny how this holiday is so hyped up for the women in its original state. It really comes from the pagan holiday Lupercalia, which on that particular day they actually like sacrifice goats and dogs, and then they use the hinds of the dogs to hit the women upside their head and take them home and rape them. I mean, basically that's where it came from. And yes, that's where it's all where it derived from. And then later on, it became like some kind of religious holiday where two people that was named.
So the hinds was a weapon. You knocked them out.
Yeah, knock them out and drag them home. Believe it or not, that's what they did. That's what they did, and it's so funny that women love this holiday. I mean, think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bob, come on with me, and y'all still want to get
some of that.
and you married, and that's what you
That still may be going on now, we know that, right? That still may be happening now, right?
Knocking on the head.
Knocking on the head.
Hey,
No.
you know,
Draco.
you don't have to use anything hard. You know, something soft. You know. Okay, we were going there. Oh, okay.
A little role play.
Hey, you know, whatever.
But since we on the topic of relationships, so here's the thing about it. Me and my wife we don't keep this. But believe it or not, we don't keep it. You know what I'm saying? For two reasons. One is because of the pagan background, but for two, it's an artificial, made up type of love day for us. We're thinking that this ain't nothing but a catch up play for individuals who don't know how to do the love thing throughout the year. We don't do those things.
There might be those who do need to catch up. And if you're doing your thing on a regular basis, which is what should be happening, you don't need Valentine's Day.
Right, not at all.
It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it should be. And to us, we believe in that. You know what I'm saying? So the individuals who come upon on this particular day even feel, you know what I'm saying, the same way. Like, man, my baby loves me every day. I get flowers, I get notes, I get shoes, I get cars, sorry.
You rolling like that? Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's awesome. And the thing that makes that so really, the thing that makes that so awesome is that you're able to communicate with your spouse. You're able to, share that love. But everybody can't communicate. Everybody can't do that. Which brings us to our next segment or next topic, which is an article that I read in O Magazine, what talks about a couple. There is a couple that in the design of their home, they design facing toilets. And every morning they wake up.
What?
They both go and have their seats on the throne, and they share, things about their dreams, their opinions. They say they keep no secrets.
That's love. That's love.
That's love. I think that moment is, I don't care if you're in love or not, I think that's a private moment.
And that has nothing to do with being married.
No.
Can we meet in the kitchen?
Right. I don't want to look at you why white?
No, sir.
Too white.
No, sir.
Don't talk. Now that makes much more sense to me.
We can talk in the shower.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. I don't think there's anything intimate happening.
Right. Do they flush at the same time? You ready, baby? Let's go.
But that works for them. But the main thought was they share everything. And my question is, in order to have a good, healthy relationship, do you have to tell your partner, whether it's your spouse or you're in a committed relationship, everything?
No, and I'm single.
Okay.
And that may be why I'm single, but I don't think so. I think there's a certain there may be a certain level of, I wouldn't even say secrets, but things that you withhold, even to the point of, what about surprises and things that you want to keep back, or some couples have a different bank account or a little money on the side. Do you really need to share every aspect of your life? I don't think so.
From a single perspective to a married perspective, what do you
I'm
think?
going to concur with her from a married perspective. Married for 11 years, and I think that, well, first of all, I don't think I'm going to call it secrecy if you don't share everything. Because everything that you don't share doesn't have to necessarily be a secret. I think maybe it's just a choice of maybe time, and maybe a time-sensitive thing, or just something that a need to know. I don't think that everything has to be shared all the time about everything, every aspect of my life, or of her life as well, not everything.
And to piggyback on what he's saying, you don't have to share everything, but if you're doing it in secrecy, that's a difference. So if you're doing it in secrecy in order to hide from your spouse because they're going to get upset, because they're going to nag, because you've done it before, you promise not to do it again, well, that could be an issue. So
that really does need Valentine's Day. Catch up, or you can be single.